everyone. Welcome to the preview show delivered by FedEx. It is the last one of the season, guys, which means one thing. We're going to Homestead.
Wait, we don't get to do this next week?
No, because we're going to Homestead. We're going to determine the champion.
Hang on a second. Look. Harvick just shoved Bobby Labonte right off.
Wait a minute, did Ryan Newman knock him off?
Ooh, didn't score enough points.
Yeah, Jeff Gordon not here this week.
Tough crowd we got going here. But along with Brad Parrott, Chris Rice, and Marty Snider, I'm Alan Cavanna. Let's talk about the four who did make it to Homestead because it came down to the final corner of the final lap of the final race and them able to do it. We're talking Ryan Newman, Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick, and Denny Hamlin. Marty Snider, when you look at our final four, how surprised are you by the field we have going to Homestead?
Well, not very, because if you watched the FedEx preview show last week, I said this would be the final four minus Ryan Newman. I had Jeff Gordon in that bunch, which I was very close to that, by the way.
I got you. You didn't got to do it yourself.
Very close to that, and by the way. But I think when you look at this final four, I think you have some terrific teams in here, obviously. The one team I kind of wonder about is Ryan Newman and his race team. They're the only team of these four that did not test at Homestead. There were 15 cars at Homestead, so this had a lot of rubber got built up, and it was a very true test to what we'll have this weekend. Not surprised at all with the group we have, and I think Denny Hamlin's going to be a huge sleeper in this group. He's fantastic at Homestead, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun to watch these guys battle it out.
I think it's hard to test at Homestead because one corner on your tires and you're done.
Correct.
So I think it's really hard to test at Homestead. You need the pack. You need the end of the race. You need all the fans there. Right. You need the pit crews there. You need everything.
Well, and Harvick was phenomenal at the test, but Denny Hamlin wasn't far behind.
And Harvick's coming in off a win. How much momentum? How important is that for Kevin Harvick's team?
That's huge because, you know, Rodney Childers has finally got his team together, and Kevin Harvick's mindset's there, and the whole group, you know, is really behind Harvick to go put in an effort that probably will win this championship.
Yeah, and we talked about the drivers. Let's talk about the track itself. Homestead-Miami Speedway. We see multiple lines of racing. It's quickly becoming a driver's favorite. At the end, it sort of looks like Darlington, the way the walls color in. But Chris Rice, that could also mean challenges. If drivers are hitting the wall and teams are hitting the wall, what sort of challenges does this track present for teams?
This racetrack has a lot of challenges. If you haven't watched Jimmy Johnson's GoPro, when him there testing, and you know they had it on the right rear quarter, man, right up against the wall makes the most grip at this racetrack. Yep. So the challenge is, how hard do I get in the corner? When do I pick the gas up? This racetrack is so hard. Do I run into the bottom of the racetrack in 1 and 2? Do I run into the top? Then when do I pit? Because if I pit too late, them guys have run way out in front of me, and then I got to catch them. So I think this racetrack is very good to end the year on because it has so many different lines. The tire's good there, and the racing will be outstanding.
Yeah. You're looking at a 2.5 second drop off in these tires this weekend. Yeah. That's huge for racing.
Yeah, so many factors going into Homestead. I think that's what makes it such a great race we see year after year. But hey, after 35 races, 3 intense rounds of playoff eliminations, this is going to be the biggest race in any of these drivers' careers. Brad Parrott, with everything on the line, we're going to have a first-time champion. No one's done this before. How do you prepare your team for something like this throughout the week? Is it business as usual?
No, it's not. You know, we've taken all the simulations. We've taken all the 7 posts. We've taken testing at the track. I mean, all 4 teams, they've got so much talent in their organizations. I mean, you got Richard Childers, who's won championships with Dale Earnhardt. You've got Roger Penske, who's won many championships throughout his career. You got Kevin Harvick and Stuart Haas. The group that he's with, he's got Hendrick behind him. And then you got Denny Hamlin with Joe Gibbs. I mean, what an excellent four guys that going in this championship that's going to give the fans what they've been waiting for 35 weeks to see.
And what I love about it, we have 2 teams who have been contending for wins all year long, who've been running up front, winning races all year long. And 2 teams who have really got their way into it by points. They've really been consistent, especially in this chase. So it's a perfect marriage of these 4 teams.
Got to applaud NASCAR for what they've done.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We're going to have a new champion this year.
Yep.
We needed this.
What you can't really do is applaud us because time to come clean. No one here came close to picking the final 4 when we all filled out our chase grid. Heck, no one here has their champion left from all the picks we made earlier before the chase started. So we're going to try again. We got 3 experts here.
I had the 24.
Everyone was close. No one had it.
Let me get my Windows phone out. I got to call Fred and see which one I got to pick.
Yeah, that's his guy for his expert. But Brad Parrott, we're going to start with you. Who's winning the championship in Homestead?
Let me go through it. 11's got the most championships car number. 22's won a championship in the last 2 years with Roger Penske. The 4 car, he's strong, but I'm going with the dark horse, Ryan Newman.
Newman wins the championship.
Ryan Newman?
That's impressive.
Why Ryan Newman? Because Richard Childress has that group ready to go.
Chris Rice is despondent over that.
Almost disappointed.
Who's winning the championship?
Oh my gosh, I don't know all them stats, but I'm gonna tell you, right now, Denny Hamlin's coming back to Homestead, and he's gonna win this championship just like he won the race last year. Him, Darian Grubbs from Virginia, we raced late models together. They're gonna go do it. I'm going with Denny Hamlin and the Toyota.
Marty Snider.
I'm shocked you people have left the door open for me to take Kevin Harvick, who I think clearly at the test had the most speed. He was by far the fastest car there. I think Phoenix, as we mentioned earlier, showed them they can do it with their backs to the wall, so I'm going to go with Kevin Harvick and his team.
I'm going to make this interesting. Ryan Newman has the consistency. Denny Hamlin has the history at Homestead, and we know Kevin Harvick has all the speed, which leaves me with Joey Logano, who's got all of them, and he's going to win the race. He wins races. He's going to win the race and win the championship for Team Penske. So that's all four represented here.
That's impressive. I didn't think we'd make that happen.
My big tractor runs over everybody.
The Caterpillar.
I'm in a box going away from you guys. Here we go.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the help all season.
I guess.
It's going to be a heck of a race to end it on. Fans are going to love it. So for Brad Parrott, Chris Rice, Marty Snider, thank you guys for being here with us, and thank you for watching throughout the year. Enjoy Sunday's race. It's going to be an historic day. Thank you for watching the preview show delivered by FedEx.